going on YouTube? It's Sensei, the place to be. Channel trying Mr. A&E. Back to give you guys another WWE 2K24 video, and today we finally got the trailer, the showing off showcase mode, which is giving us mostly the complete match list of what's going to be, what the different matches are going to be at the 40 years of WrestleMania in showcase mode. And I have to say right now, this trailer was awesome. I'm not even going to hold it. I can't take nothing back from that. It's awesome. I'm excited about that. I will not lie to you and say I am a little disappointed that we're only at 21 matches. It's 40 years of WrestleMania, and I understand a lot of times when it comes to contracts, you can't do certain matches. You don't want to repeat a lot of matches. And to be honest with you, there's just, you know, sometimes with the attention span, how it is today compared to how it was back then. We know a lot of people don't like showcase mode sometimes. We know there are people that do like showcase mode. So I can understand why they will reserve to not do a 40 matches of showcase in there, because there may not be a lot of people that go play that. They want you to play it. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. But I have to say, for what I've seen today, I am happy for what I've seen. And right now what we're going to do is we're going to sit there and break the trailer down and sit there and see what kind of new matches we're going to get in there, what kind of characters and stuff that we can possibly get. If you guys are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit the like button, because we do WWE 2K24 right here on this channel, along with all kinds of great stuff from reactions to wrestling and pop culture. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button right now. So let's get right on into it. We start off the trailer with the Macho Man Randy Savage coming out looking glorious as all, which is confirming right now that this is his match, his match from WrestleMania 3 against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. So that's something that I'm very, very excited to see, because that only means we get the WrestleMania 3 arena, which we already knew we was going to get because of Hogan and Andre. But we also get to have Ricky the Dragon Steamboat return to the series, which we haven't had Ricky the Dragon Steamboat in the game since about 2K19, I believe. Going on, we still see Hogan and Andre, but one of the things that came up that really got me excited was confirming Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle from WrestleMania 20. There's so many things about this I love. One, confirms Eddie Guerrero's back in the game. Two, confirms my favorite wrestler of all time, Kurt Angle, is back in the game. Then also we get the WrestleMania 20 arena, which it took place in Madison Square Garden, which I really enjoy how that arena was. They put the stage there, because Madison Square Garden is still big, but not as big as these stadiums that WrestleMania has been doing. But they got the stage, but there's right there in the aisleway, as you guys see, that you can see the little WrestleMania logo there with the little entranceway used to be from Madison Square Garden. I just love seeing that. And also the other things that I have seen also in this trailer as well, as Eddie Guerrero is doing the frog splash on Kurt Angle. If you look at Kurt Angle, you can see down when he's laying down that his straps, the straps of is down. So that means you can pull the straps down, and Kurt Angle's gonna be one of them. And I enjoy this Kurt Angle attire. And also we also get to see the Smackdown referee that's in the corner that we're getting. I like that we're getting the Smackdown referee back, because we had a problem with the Smackdown referees in the last game, especially in the universe mode, and we couldn't even select them. So I'm like, now yes, get the Smackdown referees back up in there. We get a shot of Shawn Michaels coming out at WrestleMania 25. And look, they're taking a lot of details in these arenas. That's one thing I like. And the spectacle and the details of it, that's one thing I like about it. Because once again, like I said, you can have more matches and stuff like that, but the quality of what you're putting into it, that's what matters the most to me. That's what matters a lot. And this right here is just looking really good. Undertaker choke slamming Shawn Michaels. But then we get to, out of the series of the three they had at WrestleMania 15, 17, 19, The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin from WrestleMania X7, which to a lot of people is the greatest WrestleMania of all time. Okay, so one of the biggest WrestleManias of all time. This WrestleMania. I don't think people really understand how WrestleMania X7 was the thing that really launched wrestling into this WrestleMania into the stratosphere that we're in now. WrestleMania X7 was the first WrestleMania that went 4 hours long. Okay, that was one that started at 7 and had to go to 4, and then we started going into these big stadiums, stuff like that. I'm telling you, WrestleMania X7 in 2001 has changed things, and we get to see The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, which also means that we're getting a classic 2001 version of The Rock. We haven't had a classic Rock in the game since 2K20. So now we get to see a more younger. I'm not talking about that's hide behind the My Faction paywall and all that stuff like that. I'm talking about that's in the game that we can select. The Rock from 2001, that's a bonus, and the WrestleMania X7 arena, which is one of my favorite arenas also. Then we get the shot of The Fiend towering over John Cena, which indicates the Firefly Funhouse matchup, which we already guessed because they already teased it for us, and they showed off The Fiend and showed off his entrance that The Fiend versus John Cena is going to be in the showcase mode. And then we got a more recent match, which is Stone Cold Steve Austin taking on Kevin Owens from WrestleMania 38 in Texas. And this was the one that started out to be a KO show. It turned out to be a no-holds-barred match between Stone Cold and Kevin Owens. Stone Cold's last and most recent WrestleMania match, which also means we're getting an older Stone Cold as well, along with KO. And I'm all for that. I figured he's gonna have to put this matchup in there because of how crazy that was. Then we get a shot of Bianca Belair coming down to the ring, getting ready for a match with Asuka, and that model of Asuka just looks great. And this is the WrestleMania 39 matches that we've gotten last year, because these are all the cover stars, so you're going to give them their main WrestleMania matchup. I understand that when it comes to like Bianca Belair has had great WrestleMania matches, but Sasha's not there, so you can't do her and Sasha when the black woman main event of WrestleMania. They would have put that in there, trust me, but you can't because Sasha's in there. Then of course there's the one with her in Dallas against Becky Lynch. That was a great match, but Becky Lynch is going to have her time in there too. So yeah, her against Asuka in there, I think it's good. And then we got showing off Rhea and Charlotte, then Cody Rhodes from WrestleMania 39 as well. Then this is now when we go into this is why we go into the trailer, when we go from what the new 2K thing is going on when it comes to the real life images going back and forth between the game images, and we get to see Macho Man Randy Savage and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat from WrestleMania 3, and we get to see Hogan give the leg drop to Andre the Giant, which also shows Bobby Heenan out there as a manager, because we got to see Bobby Heenan as a manager right now in the white, and also in the Rick Rude and Ultimate Warrior matchup where he was in the blue. So like two versions of Bobby the Brain Heenan in a match that was not on my radar at all. From WrestleMania 8, Bret the Hitman Hart taking on Roddy Piper. They had a pretty decent match at WrestleMania 8, because I was sitting there thinking like, okay, well, is WrestleMania 8 even going to be represented at all? Because Hogan has said you don't want to do that, because I don't even know they're going to say it's under a Legends contract with them. Then of course you can't do Macho Man Ric Flair because Ric Flair is in AEW. So I was like, but what? But having Bret Hart versus Roddy Piper for WrestleMania 8, I think that's actually a pretty good one, and we get to see that we get to have the WrestleMania 8 arena as well with Bret Hart with all the pink and everything. Then of course the match I'm really excited for, which is the Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon match from WrestleMania 10, the ladder match. This looks great. The WrestleMania 10 arena looks great, and it also shows the camera that we can be using when it comes to looking at the arena now, opposed to looking from the crowd side. We can get from the arena side with the new HBK model from 1994. I'm glad we get to have that mid-90s, early mid-90s Shawn Michaels model, opposed to 98. And 97 is fine, but I'm saying, but I like that 94, 95 Shawn Michaels. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So you get to see that, and of course a 1994 version of Razor Ramon. We get more shots of The Rock versus Steve Austin at WrestleMania X7, with another shot of the camera when it's facing the ramp now, and I just seeing those arenas and things like that, it just adds a little bit something more to the game. More Kurt Angle and Eddie Guerrero gameplay from their matchup at WrestleMania 20, along with a showcase shot of the Fiend. But now we get gameplay shots of the Firefly Funhouse, which is confirming a lot of things. And in my personal opinion, when it comes to this match on showcase mode, this is where we're going to get most of our unlockables from, because it shows Bray Wyatt giving the backbreaker to Cena when Cena's in his classic 2002 attire, and you get to see this is the sweater version of Bray Wyatt, kind of the Mr. Rogers version of Bray Wyatt, as you see. And we get that version, and then we also see Cena back in the basic Thuganomics John Cena, which is my favorite Cena. And we got that in the previous game, but the way to bring him back and bring the Firefly Funhouse, giving a power slam to Bray Wyatt, is great. I think so. There's going to be a lot of iterations of Bray and Cena I think we're going to get from this matchup, and I'm hoping that we get to get all versions of Bray from this matchup, and even when it shows that the Fiend choking out John Cena. I'm just really want to see how we're going to be able to do this matchup, and see the kind of fun the cutscenes they're going to have. Stone Cold versus Kevin Owens once again for WrestleMania 38. And then we get, shots of WrestleMania 39 between Asuka and Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, and Charlotte. And of course, Roman Reigns taking on Cody Rhodes. But now, just as things are going through the trailers, we even see Ricky Steamboat hugging Georgie Animal Steel, which he was out there as a manager. So I don't know if they'll just have Georgie Animal Steel out there as a manager or he'll be a playable character, but just having Georgie Animal Steel, we haven't seen Georgie Animal Steel since Smackdown Here Comes the Pain, when they first started doing legends in these video games. Like the ones that retired, some of that. That's when they first started doing it. And they just all come down when that WrestleMania ramp that you see Ricky Steamboat and Georgie Animal Steel on. So that's just a good addition to me. And the more legends, the more people that's in there, the better. I'm all for that. We get quick shots of different superstars winning at WrestleMania, and it goes into relive the history of 21 matches spanning 5 decades with living legends. So they're going to actually be interviewing some, I'm hoping more than just Stone Cold, but the different legends from the showcase and stuff like that. So that's one thing I'm excited for. And that is your trailer right there. I have to say right now that was a really good trailer. Like I said, it's 21 matches, but they picked some good ones so far. And I don't know what the final count is. I don't know if they showed them all, because I know that there's some missing. I do know if Brock was on the cover of the 30 years of WrestleMania, I know that they probably have some of his matches in there, and they can't show them because he can't be part of the marketing, and I understand that. Same goes to Vince, because one thing I'm thinking of, I've been seeing people just like, okay, we got more matches. It's now 18 confirmed. We're still missing 3 for 21, right? And 2 of them I'm thinking of is the Battle of the Billionaires, because they'll tease the referee shirt with Stone Cold Steve Austin. So I'm thinking Umaga's already been in the game. Bobby Lashley's already in the game. Special referees in showcase. We never had that match. We never had that match showcase in the 30 years of WrestleMania. So I'm thinking that's probably part of it. But that's a Vincent Trump thing. You're not going to promote that. So that's one. And I think the other one has to be Lesnar versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 30 when the streak ended. That was just a pivotal moment in WrestleMania history. But you can't promote that. I don't know what the last one is. I know that people say Muhammad Ali and it could be WrestleMania 1. It could be. I don't know. But I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's just a guess. But I'll come back and then we'll sit there and do the final count of all the showcase matches that we'll see. And what we would have liked and what we didn't like. But for right now, that's just to break down the trailer. So, how did you guys enjoy that trailer? What are some of the favorite matches you've seen? What did you like about the trailer? Or what is something that's missing from matches that you feel as though should be in there? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for more WWE 2K24 videos right here on NC Studios. Once again, it's NC the place to be. Chill, Mr. Andy, and the Nerd Coalition is out.